learning of the static and non-static. Like we always come across these two things in every language. So, what is static and non-static? So let's look. In this, I will cover static, what is non-static, how static variable, non-static variable are accessed, how static and non-static methods are accessed, and how the static flow is there and how the non-static flow is there. So let's start. So as I told while starting Java, while starting the Java, I itself told that whatever things you come across that it just relate with the real world English meaning. Static means constant in our real world. If we go for the English language, static means non-static. Like that, here the same meaning is there. Static means constant, and non-static means dynamic. So static, like we have, it's like constant, single. So like we know that a static stream flow of water, is there. Like that only static means constant, single, all those things. If you come across here also, these are the English meanings. English meaning. And if we come to the programming, here also same meaning is there. Static means actually static and non-static are the memory based. Like means it is a memory division. Like static have the single memory, like I told here, single, static, constant, all those things we come across as the English meaning. So static means a single memory. A single memory will be given so that it will be accessed throughout the all the programs in the application or in the workspace with a single piece of memory. But in the non-static, we will have multiple number of memories. Like static means constant and non-static means volatile or dynamic. We can say anything according to the English language. But in the programming, we can say non-static means multiple copies of memory. Static means single copy of memory. To the non-static part. Non-static part. We go to the English meaning. If you understand the things, then it will be lot more easier to go forward with the coding part because understanding is the main important. Even though you are a job holder or you are just learning, if you are a job holder, you know that if you understand anything, you can do that thing in the less time than any other. So understanding actually matters in my point of view. So English meaning, we go static means dynamic, multiple with the English meaning, not static, not static. So if we come to the programming, we have multiple copies of memory. So let's see static and non-static over the variables. How it affects the variable, we can see. So going forward with the variables part. So if we will attach the static to the variable, so it will look like this. Like static will be there and the data type will be there and we will have the variable name here and then the value will be there. So like this static will be there. But non-static we don't need to write that it is non-static. By default it will take it as non-static if we declare any variable in the class level and if we are not specifying any execution level modifiers, like static and non-static are called execution level modifier. So as we have learned in earlier classes also modifiers. So if we will not specify that, then it will take by default as non-static. So non-static will write like this. Data type, data type will be there, right? And variable name will be there. And here it will be like that. So it is a non-static one and it is a static. Static and this is non-static. So what is the difference in this? So the main difference is that for the static variable, for the static variable, we have a single piece of memory. First of all, I will tell it will get memory at the time of class loading. Okay. Class loading, I am again reminding class loading means whenever just JVM loads the classes into the java.lang.class object. Whenever the JVM load your class into class object, then your class will be loaded. At the time only that the static variable will get the memory. Then it will get memory at the class loading time. After that, it will have a single copy of memory. Means single copy of memory. It's a technical term. Everybody could not able to understand, may or may not be. But single, we can say single copy of memory means single copy of memory means like throughout the project, throughout the project, only one memory space will be allocated. Like whether there is multiple numbers of time you just create the object, whether the multiple times the classes are accessed, only one time this memory will be created, like not many times it will be created. whether you whether you access the class multiple time or create multiple objects, only multiple objects, the value of this static variable will be get accumulated from that same single memory space. I hope you are getting the knowledge of it. Even if you have doubts, just mention in the comment section so that I can again have a small video those will clear all your doubts. So if you can go for the non-static variable. So the non-static variable, it will get memory at the time of object creation. It will have multiple copies of memory. So, what is multiple copies of memory? Some people have doubt. Like if we create four objects, then it will have four copies of memory of a non-static. So from this point, what we get, the number of object we create, the number of copies of memory will be assigned. Number of objects we create, number of copies of memory. So this conclude the non-static variable, static variable. So going forward with the method part. Don't worry, we will create all the programs of this, whether this class or maybe the next class, but I will do that. I will share all those things in the Google Classroom. Just concentrate here, we will do all the programs of this. Methods. How it affects the method, static and non-static method. As we know, as these are automatically when the variable part we got the knowledge that those are automatically called like static automatically called when the class is loaded. So it is called by JVM. And here the non-static variable, it is executed at the time of object creation means it's called by the constructor. So coming to the method part, we know methods are called only and only by the programmer. Nobody else can call the methods. If the programmer will not place any statement for method calling, the method will never be executed except the main method. So coming to the method part, like static, with a static method and non-static method. So static method we have like syntax. We will have a static keyword, public static. Sorry, I just spelling mistake. Public static, whether there is it is a return type. So method name, parenthesis, and the body. Yeah, just copy paste, saving the time. Here we will not require this part. As you know, if I told you in the class level, if you are not specifying any execution level modifier, then it is by default taken as non-static. Just remove this part. It is non-static. So simple is that. Sorry. So these static and non-static are called. How these are called? Let's see. So static method. Syntax. We have, okay. So over it. It is called when we place calling statement. If you don't place, it's not called. Simple. How it is called? So how it is called means by class name, like class name dot method name, and can be called by object reference dot method name. Like this it is called. Going forward with it, if I only method, just write this and it will be called. But the thing is that the one catch is there. Like if we are calling in the same class, so yeah, this static method is, if we are calling in the same class where the static method is present, then only we can call them method. So these are the three ways we can call this static method. So going forward, now static method, how it is being called. So it is called when we place the calling statement, or else it will be not called. So how called? How it is called by reference object reference dot method name. It is called like this, or it will be called by on referenced object. It is also called class name. Prior to that, we'll have give a new class name dot. This is how it's by method name but that will catch. If we are calling in same class where this method is present and inside a non-static inside a non-static. Hope we are going good. So this is a non-static method, static method, non-static variable, static variable. Got all those things. Now come back to the static and non-static flow. Then we'll create the examples one by one in our next session. Static flow. Flow will be like this. class is loaded into the Jetty. Meaning is what our class dot class file is loaded into the java.lang dot class. There's a class called class because of which we are able to write the classes. There is logics in that also. So java.lang dot class. Class object. Class loaded. Then static variable declaration part are executed from top to bottom, from top to bottom, like from class top to bottom. All the declaration part are executed. Meaning is what meaning is what the static variable memory is allocated with default values. Like default values means in the int there will be 0, in the boolean there will be false, in the double there will be 0.0, in the float there will be 0.0. If like that, the static variable memory will be allocated with default values. So after allocating with default values, like this, we can say the identification page. This is the identification page. Okay. Then after that, come to the step of static variable initialization. If value will be allocated to the right side of the variable, that part will be executed. Initialization, static variable initialization part will be executed, and static block. We have learned about block. That block I'm speaking about, and static block will be executed from top to bottom, whichever comes first. This is more important. So learn, you should understand whichever comes first. Like without, so whichever comes first means if static variable initialization part comes first, then that will be executed. The variable part comes first, then that will be executed. Or if static block part comes fast, then that will be executed. So that is the case. So it is called initialization phase. So the identification phase, and this is called the initialization. Initialization phase. Okay. So it is getting time. So we'll learn the non-static flow, I hope, in the next videos. So I'm not getting time, and you will also be getting bored. So you need to read and go through these things. After that, we will about the non-static flow.